Hi everyone, this is Angel Arts, and welcome to another episode of Let's Interview one of the finalists for what I'm currently codenaming as Ready Persona 1 campaign. I am here with Joey. Welcome, Joey.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you for joining us. And Joey has selected Ella as his interviewer. Hi, welcome back, Ella.
Hey.
You may know Ella from such campaigns as the Pokemon Spectrum campaign, where Ella played the character of
Noir and
yes,
Fern.
Fern. Yes, exactly. So it's really great to have you back, Ella. And now that introductions are over, I'm just going to hand the keys over to her, and she can go ahead and proceed. It's your show, Ella.
Oh no.
No stress.
Okay. So, first up is questions out of character. So, Joey, what's your experience with tabletop role-playing games, if any?
So I've been a GM for like maybe 6 or 7 years, I think. So a lot of GMing experience and a few times as a player, mostly recently because I got some of my players interested into GMing, so push the GM into their hands and then I can play a little bit, so that's nice. But yeah, I started with a Dragon Age as a setting. Then it evolved into 5th edition because we felt that was more it was easier to play, more streamlined. And then so a lot of NPCs, a lot of voices and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, hella fun.
Awesome. What do you think is your biggest weakness as a player, and how would you plan to overcome this weakness?
I think it's mostly because I've been GMing so much that it's mostly like very visual. I know how it is to be a GM, so I have to sometimes be careful that I don't like take over the mistakes or the things that I see, but mostly rule stuff. Like if I see another one playing 5th edition as a setting, then I kind of know the rules a little bit better than average, I believe. So I have to be careful that I just like stay back and be careful about that. And as a player, I'm also like very there. So there are a lot of players if there are some players that are really introvert and want to have some spotlight, I just have to make sure that I get them in, but don't do it too hard, just to give them the space that they need. Maybe that's the biggest one, just give them the space, because I can really pull a little bit too hard, I think. So that's something to be careful about.
Well, good luck with that either way.
Thank you.
What would you most look forward to if you were to get into this campaign?
Mostly looking forward to how hard GMs and experience it as a player, because I really want to learn new things. So, I think that's the best way to become a better GM, but also like better player. Just experience other games with other people and just take everything that you see, every cool stuff that someone does, and things that you haven't thought about yourself. Just enrich your experience. So that's what I'm mostly looking forward to.
Cool. So what would be the best thing that you can offer to the group as a player?
Well, most obvious would probably be the experience, I think. So like having a lot of NPC experience and kind of stuff, it's a little bit easier to get into character maybe than other people that are just starting with the game. So like pulling them a little bit in and then just looking at how I can take their characters and introduce them in a fun little scene or something. Might be a fun way to just get them rolling with the role playing and the fun of the game.
Final question.
$1 million question.
Sorry about my mic. It's new. I'm not quite used to it.
Ella did a mic drop, but a different mic drop.
Final question. We're done.
Dramatic.
You're fired.
With the voice actor part of your character, what's going to be your favorite part of portraying that type of character with all these different voices potential?
I'm looking forward to experience how well the plan a little bit is to have a lot of the voices be characters in the game itself. So like experiencing how other players are like, wait, I recognize that voice, and then how my character will like, oh shit, no, I want to be incognito. I don't want to be recognized at that voice, and then quickly try to jump into another one maybe, or like just playing it off as a huge fan or that kind of stuff. Just and just maybe the quick jumps between accents is also pretty hard. So that's fun. A fun challenge.
I wanted to just piggyback off of what you just said, Joey, with the different voices, because I definitely admire people who are able to do different voices and different accents, because I feel like I don't do that great of a job. I sort of try to fake it till I make it. So more power to you as a GM if you're able to do that very well, because I don't think I can. So I have two questions for you.
Yeah.
And since this is pretty much the last set of auditions that I'll be doing for a campaign, at least for the foreseeable future, I wanted to ask a couple hard-hitting questions, including a hard-hitting question that I had asked 2 years ago, which was about my personal reservations of a finalist and what your response is to that specific reservation. So the nice thing is Ella was beautifully able to touch on that, which is, as a person like yourself who has had a number of experiences, 6 or 7 experiences, gaming, especially as a GM, because I like to try to do a good mix of players who both have experience and those who have had little to no experience. For those type of players who are either inexperienced and or are shyer and maybe need some extra help in participating more, contributing more to the campaigns, I'm worried that if I put you in the game with them, that might intimidate them a little bit. You did say a few times that you were going to be mindful of that and try to pull them in. So I just kind of wanted to drill down on that. And can you give me like specifics, like specific ways or specific devices that you think you can do to actually help encourage them in to participate?
So the way I envision Ave itself is also a little bit shyer. So I want to make sure that I put myself in a spot that I have to be a little bit shyer as a character. So that's the first thing, maybe. And then other than that, also maybe a little bit, maybe in the virtual character, that maybe a little bit more support role. So that in that way I don't am like a frontliner, very important person, and I can just help other people and just give the little buffs that make them greater. And then roleplay wise, just look at moments that can enrich their experience, and then be a person that's like, well, what do you think about this? Or maybe like, that just happened and it feels like that's very important for you. Like, are you okay? How are you feeling about that? So just and enable the role play from their parts, and just try to be very supportive, really supportive character.
That's a technique that I'd use as GM as well, like through the NPCs. So makes a lot of sense. My last question for you then, Joey, is hypothetically, if you were asked to give up your position in the campaign to allow another auditioner to take your place and play in the campaign, which other auditioner would you swap with, and why?
Okay. I think his name was Ethan. I really like the energy from his Ethan French. Yeah, I really like the energy of his campaign, his audition. And if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't his first one. He has done other auditions as well. So he has been very well trying to get into a campaign of yours. So if I had to give my spot to anyone, I just gut feeling from the energy that I got, that would probably be him. Just, you've been trying longer time than me. Here you go, buddy. You can have it.
That's a cool answer. Ethan also was stuck in my head as well he definitely had one of the most memorable auditions, I have to say.
It was
Very
awesome.
memorable. I was like, okay. He just went for it. I thought it was very unpolished, but it was like unpolished and raw in a good way, in my opinion.
It was like every time. Well, while I was watching, every time it was like going all the way. Like I'm getting to know how this audition is going. Then like 180, completely something different. Like, wait, what? What's happening?
Yeah.
I love the energy. So chaotic.
Good pick. All right.
If you're in the real world, you have a few like magical devices that are set up to pick up some of your voice waves, and you might have like the device on your ear that kind of like, telepathically like links you to like one of the wizards that are working on the Phantasmal reality system. They're like, okay, can you give that line again, just with more emphasis on the last word, please? It needs to sync up a bit better with the animation here in this particular fight scene, otherwise the efforts are going to sound off.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Here goes. I am the Lord of all that is golden. You will bow before me. Is that good?
Oh yeah, I like the gravelly growly bit. Yeah, okay. I think we can work with this. Thank you. And
it's called Golden Dragon number 3. It's kind of popular.
Okay, that's going to be all for today. Next week, when you come in, we're going to be working on doing some chasing for some battle scenes. So rest your voice up. Don't talk too much because it's going to be hell on your vocal cords. That would be all. Any questions?
What type of character will I be voicing during the chase scenes? Just to prepare a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna be the healer.
Okay.
Yeah, Aquarius.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Okay. And then you hear them start talking to like another person, realize they're on the same line as you. Oh, whoops. So sorry. Same telepathic link.
Goodbye. Then he puts off the earpiece. Just lays it down. Whew. Okay. That went well. That's so much fun. Yeah. And he just smiles at himself and feels like, he's really enjoying this.
Mm-hmm. So, after a hard day's work, where does Ave normally go?
Well, he mostly spends his time at this point. Is it the point that his parents already know, or is he still, doing behind the scenes voicing with his parents still thinking that he's becoming a merchant?
I think it might be more interesting if they think he's still a merchant, but if you prefer the other way, we can go that way as well.
No, that's fine. So he would probably do his voice acting stuff in some shed a little bit away from his home. And then he has put up a little room with some metal plates and kind of stuff just to make sure that the audio is kind of okay.
Yeah.
And as soon as everything's done, walks out, puts the shed on lock. It's one of the sheds from his merchant family, so he had found the key somewhere. It wasn't really used, normally storage, but it was used right now. So he locks the door and then puts on his device that it plays music. Puts on a little crystal in it. That's music starts playing. It's a Blue Monday on the Ready Player One. His favorite tune.
As you're listening to that, you realize out of the corner of your eye, you see someone's been waiting for you outside the shed. it's one of your siblings. What were you doing in there? I heard voices. Someone else in there?
I was practicing for when we are on merchanting. Yeah.
Oh, rehearsing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like
have you
come
finished
hither,
yours?
come hither, fresh bananas. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have you finished that order that asks you to get ready?
Order?
Yeah, the orders for the new shipment and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Cool.
totally. Yeah, they'll be coming within an hour.
Oh, you haven't got it done. This has been happening a lot more recently. Like, are you in something dangerous? Do you need help?
No, you know me. I'm so forgetful.
Okay.
I'll make sure. I'll get it done. Oh, really? I swear I will.
All right.
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just forgetful and yes, that studies for merchanting is so difficult, and always forget tracking time and yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck with the rest of the day, and yeah. They walk away, but they don't seem super convinced.
He just turns around. Bye. I'll make sure to get it done.
See ya.
Just stands against the wall. Oh no. I'm screwed. I'm so screwed.
And I think that's a good point to end this scene.
Okay.
So how you feel? You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. It's good. Good scene.
Let's go with the next scene. This scene is your first experience entering the phantasmal reality. You're on one of the crystal spheres that exists within the system. And new players, when they enter, they seem to use the default model of like a doppelganger. So players can go up to a mirror and choose how they want to appear as basically any humanoid. And they tend to do a buddy system to get one of the veteran players to introduce and show the other players around. So you've kind of just logged on and you're receiving notification from your veteran player buddy saying, please meet here at the plaza. It should be, if you go straight, take a left, we can I can show you around and get you accustomed to the system.
Right. He's gonna start to look how to send a message back. He's really clumsy and doesn't really know how this technology works, and starts thinking, is this voice activated? Looks if anything, text starts coming on. Starts waving his hand a little bit. And
as you wave your hand, something comes up. It's like, menu? Question mark in the air?
Yeah.
Would you like help? Would you like to start a conversation? Would you like to play a game? Would you like to... It comes up with all these options and doesn't let you click any of them until they're all listed.
Scrolls to see how to talk. Doesn't find it. Start a conversation.
Beep. A little text box appears in the corner of your vision. And you can see some messages that you've already been sent for the system and some ads.
Starts pressing all kinds of... Probably presses an ad. An ad starts playing. Oh, no.
You actually recognize your voice in one of the ads. It's for one of the DLCs.
Oh, no.
What does it say?
Welcome to the worlds of imagined mystery. You will be traversing towards new planes never seen before. The plane of not so very fire, but with lots of water instead. The plane of earthy stuff with air mixed in it. And other planes. It was really shitty one. He didn't like that he had to voice that voice, and he's really embarrassed about it. Like, oh, I'm not that one, please. Isn't that dead already? No.
The little DLC like pops up saying, "Elemental planes in Phantasmal reality. Get here now for only the low price of 2 gold a month."
Who would pay? No, not. Wait. Then he starts looking for any way to get it gone because 2 gold for that? No way. That's way overpriced.
Yeah. Just trying to make money out of it because no one wants to buy it. So,
So yeah, he starts frantically trying to find a way to just get to that message box and start talking or typing.
eventually you do. It seems to be like if you want to talk to someone, you click their name in the message box, or you say their name, and you kind of, or you just shout, "Talk to anyone," and then you can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, feels better to would you use voice activation, so you'll just talk to everyone and just waits around and see what happens.
Eventually, someone with like cat ears pokes their head in. "Oh, hey, Wisteria. I'm your mentor."
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I see you got the default still. Come with me. I'll get you to a mirror so you can
Alright.
decide how you want to look.
Okay, thank you. And just walks with her.
And yeah, you arrive at a mirror,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Okay, so how would you like to appear? Like, you can do pretty much anything. Like, if in the real world, like you got, if you're like a mermaid, you can be someone with wings. Or you can have legs. That's a weird experience. That was really odd. Generally, it does a little bit of a learning curve. I've met a few people who just flop for a little bit, and then they get their land legs after a while.
Can I be something intimidating, maybe?
Yeah.
A dragon? Can I be a dragon?
Yeah. Although that requires going through a couple quests, but you can be a half dragon, and like work your way up to full dragon. Just because they want to stop players from like taking. It's a lot of taxing on the system if everyone's big dragons.
Yeah. Are the half dragons and like half intimidating as the normal dragons? Because those are pretty intimidating.
Yeah, they do have that like aura that just like makes you want to run away. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So what color you want to be? There's like gemstones, there's like various like colors of the rainbow, there's metals. I know some people go with a colorless like diamond look. That's kind of popular these days.
Maybe like black, because people are afraid of the dark. Then I can be more intimidating. Yeah.
Okay, do you want some red accents? Just to give it that extra pop?
How does the voice for players work? Is it like still me that's talking, or am I just...
Yeah, whatever voice you normally have. Though a lot of players do occasionally put on accents or particular voices so they can RP their characters better.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's set you up.
Mhm.
Well, you look good to go.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll be seeing you around. Enjoy the Phantasmal rally.
How do I contact you if I have questions?
Just shout out, find Wisteria, or Wisteria, talk.
That's cool. Yeah, you're cool.
Thank you. And she kind of blimps out of existence, and you're...
Oh, she's so cool. Oh my god. Maybe I can do her voice. That wouldn't fit with a half dragon. And just ponders a little bit about what type of voice he's going to give to a half dragon.
Yeah. And we'll end the scene here. That's okay.
All right. That was really, really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome job, Ella. I didn't want to interrupt, but I was gonna say I was gonna laugh hysterically if Abe was like, I choose a ginger dragon. I would have been like so hysterically laughing. And then Mystery, of course, would be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but ginger dragons are only available with the DLC."
No.
I thought that would be hilarious.
The ginger DLC, damn it!
The ginger DLC.
Oh,
you know,
that's-
I'd be
that's-
buying the ginger DLC.
Wow,
I'd be
that's
like, oh no,
really expensive.
2
Those
gold,
are rare.
3 gold a month. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right. Let's see where this world will take me. Hopefully, I can find him soon. I know how his voice sounds, and I'll be able to, well, disguise myself with this very intimidating half dragon will. Maybe that's not the correct one. We'll see.